Hey guys, it's Colton here. Kind of a different video today. Taking a step back from Osomatsu-san in general, just to talk about my top 10 favorite anime OPs. This isn't in any particular order, and I know that some of these songs are way old in comparison to more modern anime, but I think that's more of a testament to how great those songs are in general, especially at acting as openings to different television shows, and how effective they are at communicating what those shows are about. Again, not in any particular order, just OPs that I really enjoy personally. And so don't take this list seriously or take it as me saying these are the best ever. A lot of these you might not like, that's totally fine. But let's get started. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is actually a series I was really surprised by when I had initially seen it. I was confused by the name. I looked more into it and I was actually really interested in learning more about it. So I picked up issue 0 first, not realizing until I got home. I thought it was some sort of origin story for him, that this is actually the original pilot, and it's amazing. I love this. It made me pick up volumes 1 and 2 immediately after. We're talking about number 7. It's the opening for season 1, obviously, of Hanako-kun. I just think that rock is such a great sound for anime intros, and it doesn't fit at all when it's a really sort of somber, more relaxed sort of story that can be really sad at times. But the intro just throws you straight into it, and I really enjoy it. Of course, this channel would be nothing without Osomatsu. My second choice would have to be Bring You As Close As Possible, the third OP from Osomatsu-san, the second season's opening. I mean, the beat is just amazing, it just sounds so great. I love it right at the beginning of the song, and then you just go into the lyrical matter, and the visuals for the OP are just amazing. And that's really something that I could say about all of these. I'm not gonna get too into the visuals because you can go out and watch these, they're all online. Amazing. I love Osomatsu-san so much. It really reinvigorated my love of anime. And this opening is just so great. I can't really explain it. I love it so much more than either of the first two OPs, honestly. The visuals are all great, but I mean, the second OP in the first season is whatever. I do prefer the first OP, but this one is my favorite of all of them. All of them. Mashle is another series that really reinvigorated my love for anime. I love Harry Potter. I can't tell you how much I love Harry Potter. It's one of my favorite book series. Obviously, I think Lord of the Rings beats it out every time. I'm a way bigger fan of Lord of the Rings than I am Harry Potter, but I can't deny the impact Harry Potter had on my life when I was a kid. And Mashle is such a great parody of that subversion of the magical genre in general, because it's not just a parody of Harry Potter, but the opening for season 1 of Mashle, Knockout, oh my god, just like number 7, really hard rock, and it's just amazing. It gets you excited to watch the show, actually, and that's what a good OP should do always. It should get you excited. I can't tell you how much, when I found out about Mashle, how much I just fell in love with it instantly because of the characters, and the OP really accentuated that, like what the show was about. Like I said, I would recommend this show 100% just because the OP dragged me right into it. So Kaiju number 8 is a banger show and manga. My younger brother has the first 8 volumes and I've read through those, but we finished the first season and oh my god, it's just one of the best animes out right now. I can't even tell you anything that really compares to it. I know in a lot of respects it's a really basic battle shonen anime and manga. I'm not gonna pretend like it's anything really special, but the setup and the premise and the characters really do give it a lot of heart, make it really fun to watch. Yeah, Abyss by Youngblood is such a banger OP. I mean, people complain because it's in English, and so is the ED that's done by One Republic, which I love both of them. I think that it was a really bold choice, but not in a bad way by any means. I think that it really works, and the visuals, again, not to get too much into the visuals of these OPs, freaking amazing. I love the CGI, which for actual animated shows, the only CG show I can think of that I've ever liked besides Beast Wars Transformers was Star Wars Clone Wars, so yeah, or Rebels, but they're both great. But yeah, the opening is just so awesome, and it gets me excited every time it starts, because it's only like a minute and a half. Every time I watch an episode of Kaiju number 8, I make sure to watch the intro. Same as all these, but that's not the point. This one especially is just so good. I can't get over it. Love After World Domination was another show that me and my girlfriend just fell in love with. We were looking for something to watch randomly when I got back into anime, probably about a year ago now, and we saw that, and I was like, oh, it's a Sentai sort of Power Rangers parody where hero falls in love with a villain. Not an original concept in that regard, but everything else about it was amazing. I really did love it. And Kawa Explosion is such a good opening as well. Again, it makes it really difficult for me to rank any of these, and that's why I'm not. It's just giving you 10 of my favorites, because this one, especially of all of them, it just, every time, from the visuals to the sound, how bombastic it is, it reminds me of a song from the 2000s that you'd hear in like a Nintendo Wii game, because it's just so much fun and upbeat, and it lifts your spirits. So yeah, I really do love it. OG Dragon Ball is and will always be my favorite Dragon Ball series. The heart, the adventure, the comedy in the first half of the series is just so amazing. I love it so much. And Mystical Adventure is my favorite Dragon Ball OP as well. It's so good. I can't get over just how much fun I have listening to these songs. I think the song really does do a great job at making you feel like you're about to go on an adventure with Goku and his friends. And every time I hear it again, I sit through the intro. I love it so much. There's nothing that compares to Mystical Adventure. Obviously, you know, Dragon Ball Z and GT even have great intros. I'm not a fan of GT. Growing up with it, I thought it was just so boring always. But I do love GT's intro also. And yeah, but nothing compares. I'm sorry. I can't in my mind say that Dragon Ball Z's intro is better. Spy Family was one of those anime that I didn't think I was gonna like at all. We turned it on, and then within a week and a half, I had finished the first season. With a 25 episode season anime, which isn't as common anymore as it used to be, that's saying something for me, because I'm very selective in what I choose to watch. Spy Family is one of my favorite anime of all time. I can say that right here, right now. Besides Osomatsu-san, it's probably my number 2, honestly. It's a great comedy series. It's a comedy series first and foremost, not action, adventure, or anything like that. And Mixed Nuts in the first season is so good. I just love it. I really do think that it's one of the stronger openings on this list, and I think that you'd really enjoy it if you haven't watched Spy Family. Give it a chance for sure. Mononoke is one of the greatest limited series of all time, and Kagenosuke is such a good intro. It's so different than the rest of the entries on this list because it's more of like a tango song. It's like very different, something that I wasn't expecting, and the series in general is not what I expected. It is one of the greatest of all time. Most every anime that I watch with my girlfriend, it's in dub, unless it's not an option, of course, because my girlfriend prefers dub over sub. Totally fine. I prefer sub over dub, obviously, just because I like the original intent. Usually, especially back then when I was a kid, when they localized into English, they would change the scripts for the shows, and so you wouldn't get the true context, especially in like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. Funimation did do the dub for Mononoke, and they did an amazing job. Honestly, I do love it. But the opening for this show is just so great, and again, this is another one that if you've never seen it, you need to watch it for sure, because this is one of the greatest anime of all time. Another contender for greatest anime of all time, Hajime no Ippo. The manga's amazing. It's something like 1,400 chapters, like plus at this point. My older brother is completely caught up in the series. He loves it. It's one of his favorites of all time as well. Probably his favorite. And Inner Light, the second OP for the original series, is so good. I really did struggle with choosing the first OP in this one, but re-listening to them, I'm like, no, Inner Light is so good. I don't know why they dropped the third OP. It doesn't have any lyrics, and neither does the ED, I think. And I think that's a shame, because Shocking Lemon is such a good band. You know, they're amazing, amazing, and Inner Light gets you pumped to watch Ippo knock the hell out of somebody. So yeah, I'd recommend it too. Possibly tied with my favorite intro of all time with Inner Light would have to be 99.9 from Mob Psycho Season 2. I can't tell you, again, just how amazing this is. This is where I will get into the visuals. Visually, it's my favorite OP of all time, anime-wise. It is so hectic and amazing. I love the colors, the characters just falling backwards, and the cubes, and then like the sort of zoetrope of Mob, Ritsu, and Reagan spinning at the beginning is so hype. And then just, again, the lyrical content and the really strong instrumentation make me just love it. I can't skip it anytime it comes on, because it is the greatest OP probably of all time in my opinion. And that's, again, my opinion. I'm not saying that it's better than I'm not saying it's the second coming of Christ or anything like that, but I mean, that's great. I can't come to terms in my mind how the Mob Choir just kept hitting it every single time. Made some of the best songs I've ever heard in an anime. So, yep, I really appreciate what they've done. I appreciate all of these so much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, just a shorter video to tell you these are my favorite OPs as of right now. If you guys have any suggestions for videos in the future, let me know, and I hope you have a great day.